we have a ditch hearing at 10, so the phone's going to ring any minute. We'll welcome to the St. County Board of Commissioner meeting. Today is Thursday, August 22nd, 10 a.m. We're in a regular board session, and we will open with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, please thank you for bringing us all together today to do our county business, and with your guidance we will do what's best for our residents of Seneca County. Also, as schools have started, and the rest of them will start next week, please lay your hands upon them as they start the school year and safe in their travels to and from school. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Here.
Commissioner Schuff?
Here.
Commissioner Franker?
Here. Okay, at this time, I'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recordings of the previous board session on Thursday, August 15, 2024.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. So the first item of business is a joint ditch hearing. It's just that time of year. This one today will be with Wyandotte County. They're calling us.
Yes, they are.
They'll be calling in any second now. And then Kathy, we're on to you. Then you. Okay. you're in the on deck circle.
On deck circle.
You get the whole schedule. Now, while we're sitting here, I heard a rumor that today was John's first birthday. Is that true? That is true. So happy birthday, John. That's not a rumor. We won't ask you how young you are. Happy birthday. That's good. While we're stalling, a little trivia, Chief. So we have the Fire Chief of Clinton Township here, as well as the St. County EMS Director. And August 21st, thanks to Sherry, these tidbits, 1884, the dedication of the Clinton Firehouse occurred, the headquarters. 1884, so I don't even know what that math is. 140 years.
Is that the same year as the courthouse then?
The first courthouse was 1836. 1836.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, doing good. So we have Commissioner Frankert here, Commissioner Paradiso, and Commissioner Schuff.
All right. Wyandotte County has Commissioner William Clare, Commissioner Brett Benton, and Commissioner Dave Cortez.
And then we have the person that really runs the show, our county administrator, Barb Patterson.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Barb.
This is just a resolution for maintenance assessments for collection in the 2025 for the Seneca and Wyandotte Joint County ditches maintained by Seneca County Ditch Maintenance Program. This is for the property, let's see, sorry. This is for the ditches for Grimes Joint County at 21.58% and Weininger Joint County at 0%.
Right, yes.
So I'll make a motion, Paradiso, that we approve, what do we call this? Resolution is presented.
And I'll second that motion. This is William Clare from Wyandotte.
I'll take the roll call. Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Klinger?
Aye.
Commissioner Batten?
Yes.
And Commissioner Cortez?
Yes.
Motion passed. That's all we need, gentlemen.
Hey, I want to congratulate you guys on landing a nice bean processing plant down there. That's fantastic. Gives everybody another opportunity to deliver beans. So that's congratulations to us.
If they use what they say, I didn't even know the people in the state.
Right? we all know how that goes. So hey, yes. Flowers for the sky and end up a little closer to the ground. So yep. So very good. Well, thank you guys very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, good job. So before we bring you up, Kathy, I want to finish my 2 tidbits. So come on up. 1936 was the first courthouse. 1836 was the first courthouse. So the one we tore down, that'd be...
Was after that.
Yeah,
I think it was 1884.
that was the
Yeah.
second courthouse. Yeah. Okay, Shirley, so we'll go with that. And then one other thing, we had 1968, the airport opened. So thanks to the 3 little tidbits, kind of fun. Their 200th year in Seneca County. And we are blessed to have Kathy Oliver here, the Director of the Year in the state of Ohio, Job and Family Services. And hey.
Good morning. Good to see you all.
Good morning.
So what we have before you today, last week we talked to you about the bargaining contract. This week we're talking to you about the wage scale for the non-bargaining compensation plan. So those are all employees that do not fall under the bargaining contract. And this board approved our non-bargaining compensation plan in February of 21. However, it did not have a July scale for 2024. So we're asking you to approve the scale for July 1st, 2024. And then we will take a look at that compensation plan and see if it needs any updates before the end of the year. And if it does, we will bring that before the board as well.
Okay, great.
Any questions for me?
I have the scale if anyone wants to see it. It goes along with what they're trying to do out there. So
Okay, so we
just have to pass a motion
at the end.
No, we just pass a motion to approve it.
Okay, motion to
So move to approve the adjustment.
Second.
just, so the first and second, you have, it's about 17, 18 people.
Under the non-bargaining
Yeah,
compensation
that's what it
plan?
used to
Yes,
Is that a good guess?
right around there,
Okay,
17, 18, yeah.
got it. Any other discussion? Good job, roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Kathy. Keep up the good work. Master Gardeners, come on up. Good to have you back. This is curious. Did you notice our flowers out front?
No, I was running late. I ran in.
So, Mr. Bradwell, so what did you think of them?
Very nice.
You like them? And we didn't even have Master Gardeners plant those.
Just imagine what they look like.
We've had some compliments, and yeah, so thank you. Floor is yours.
Hey, my name is Steve Battalion. I've been a Seneca County Master Gardener volunteer for 4 years, and I'm currently the publicity chairperson. The Ohio State University Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program is an educational program designed to meet the consumer horticulture needs in Ohio citizens. When we talk to people about joining Master Gardener Volunteers, we heavily emphasize you're not required to have any gardening skills or knowledge of horticulture, but a passion for learning about gardening and sharing this knowledge with others is a must. And for this reason, the training program is very important to us. We offer a training program that covers every topic in horticulture, and Susan and I are here today to inform people of how our training program works and how to become a Master Gardener volunteer. Susan?
Okay, hi. I'm Susan, and I've been a Seneca County Master Gardener volunteer since 2011. And currently I am on the Education Membership Committee, and I'm also Master Gardener what am I? Volunteer coordinator. Yeah, so I work real close with Presley. So today I'm going to explain how to become a Master Gardener volunteer. First, you have to submit an application, and once it's approved, you have to complete a background check. And at one time, we used to have in-person classes, 1 day a week for 10 weeks, and we would have instructors from the Ohio State University teach these classes. But then COVID hit, and they decided a lot of them preferred to do online training. So we had to pivot converted our training course to a hybrid course. So now it's 50 hours of educational, 50 hours, the education part is 50 hours and it includes modules online that they work through, that interns will work through, and then we have hands-on learning that coincide with the educational modules. And they also have to complete 50 hours of volunteer education before they can become an active Master Gardener volunteer. But then after you're an active Master Gardener, you only have to do 10 hours of education and 20 hours of volunteer a year. And as Steve said, no previous gardening knowledge is required because as a Master Gardener, we don't know the answer. We know how to find non-biased, research-based answers to the questions. And we're scheduling our labs now for 2025, and some of the labs will include botany, a lab with Susan Carty, and she can make anything fun, even botany. We're going to take a trip to Perfections Greenhouse in New Washington, and for hands-on propagation, we have many more in the works. And we are constantly learning. It seems like there's always a new insect or disease to deal with. And the Seneca County Master Gardeners offer free educational programs to the public with a variety of topics and locations. If you are interested in learning more about our educational programs, you can follow us on Facebook at Seneca County Master Gardener Association or visit our website at seneca.osu.edu. And if you're interested in joining the 2025 intern class or just want to learn more about the upcoming class, you can email us at FAEC. Should I say this or just hand it to you? No, I'll just hand it to you. Or call the office at 419-447-9722. I'm done.
Okay, thank you, Susan. Now, Master Gardener volunteers are not horticulturists. Horticulturist is a professional person with an academic degree or may have some certification from industry organizations. Horticulturists are trained in the science of plant cultivation and production. They work to oversee and improve the growth of quality food plants, ornamental plants, and medicinal plants. Now, Master Gardener volunteers, on the other hand, are individuals who participate in an extensive horticulture training programs offered by universities like the Ohio State University Extension, and then we repay them by volunteering our services to the community programs. Now, all the authors that are wrote chapters in our Master Gardener volunteer training manual are certified horticulturists. Once certified as a Master Gardener volunteer, you'll have many continuous educational opportunities available to you to expand your knowledge in horticulture. Now, one of these opportunities is the Master Gardener Volunteer Ohio State University Extension website. Now, on this website, you'll have access to what they call horticultural webinars. And these webinars are a variety of horticulture topics presented by horticulturists who have a resume usually of decades of experience in their respective fields. The webinars are usually about 45 minutes long, and they're Zoomed on their original date and recorded so the Master Gardeners can go back and watch them anytime at their convenience. Now, if you join the Zoom the day that's recorded, you can become part of the Zoom. You can call in and ask questions, and some of these are pretty famous people in the horticulture world. The website lasts in 2023, Zoom 26 different webinars. This is only available if you become a Master Gardener. You're going to have access to this website. And so far in 2024, they've already done 12, and they've got more on the agenda. The Master Gardener Volunteer Program in Ohio has existed since the late 1970s and has grown steadily. There are now more than 3,000 active Master Gardeners, volunteers in more than 62 Ohio counties. Through their service, many Master Gardener volunteers report rich rewards from helping others, developing new skills, building friendships, and participating in positive experiences. Like Susan was saying, for more information or sign up for the 2025 Master Gardener Volunteer class, you can visit www.osu.edu/join-scmgb, or you can email FES-SenecaCountyMGB@osu.edu, or you can call the Ohio State University Extension in Seneca County office at 419-447-9772. We'd like to thank you, the commissioners, for allowing us to come here and give this presentation today, and then also thank you for all the support you've given us, and thank you.
Thank you for all your time and dedication to this, so yeah.
Sharon, Steve, thank you. It's quite a nice little fraternity or sorority, whatever you call it. Fraternity, but I didn't realize it was 70s it started and 2000. I mean, it's quite a pretty neat thing to do, to be a Master Gardener.
This is our 26th year.
Yeah, that's really, and Chief's here, so our EMS training is very similar, isn't it? I think that's the world we're in. We have a lot of online, a lot of Zoom kind of things, and then the clinical kind of goes with it, so.
You have a lot of continuing ed, it sounds like.
We do.
You get out of it what you put into it. It's a volunteer more.
We'll make sure we get all that information out for you.
Okay.
Commissioner Ryan, I'll let you introduce, take it from here as far as OSU extension.
Sure.
Okay. So anything else you want to add?
Probably do some photo. Yeah, do a photo of Master Gardeners. That'd be great, yeah.
Hey, we haven't seen her for a while.
No, thank you for everything you guys do. That's great. So
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you take it.
I knew you weren't here yet. I was just hanging out.
I always saw you driving the golf cart around.
Probably not.
Hey, you can just try it. Like, I know you, that popped in there. My Hawaiian luau. Beach shirt on. I saw you at the fair a few times. Thanks, Steve.
When did Katie get in on this picture?
She's your best friend, right?
You get me next.
Yeah, a little tighter. We need to, we might have to overlap.
Go behind all the
I can see it behind.
I just thought it was all there.
back in the back here. There we go.
Steve can go mine. We know that.
Honey, can you go on the other side?
All right.
There, I think maybe that's better.
All right, ready? Look at this thing. Smile. One, two, three. All right, All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
County is yours.
Thank you. Yes.
God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, hang around, right? Yep.
Okay, so Commissioner Frank is on the OSU Extension Advisory Panel, so we're going to have him introduce our next guest.
So I'll introduce Presley, since you're, come on up, you want to do, you got some updates for us and so Presley's our ag educator for Seneca County, so been a year and a half, roughly, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so.
I apologize, I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I will make it quick. I just want to talk about some events that I have coming up. The first one is informational talks at the farmers markets, and this farmers market, actually, I'm using 2 of the educational talks as part of my fall farm series, where I will be diving into different production practices that people might not be familiar with or might want to start doing, but don't know how to begin or are already doing and want more information on how to make it successful, as well as diving into a lot of the farm business side of things that people might not be aware of or need help of. Some things are farm financial documents, tax information, diving into how to start a farm business and how to make it successful, how to price your products, all those type of things. So, pass farmer's market, I'll be starting my first 2 production little presentations. It'll be on chicken production and rabbit production. And then September 17th, 18th, and 19th in London, Ohio is the Farm Science Review, and that is hosted by OSU at the Molly Caron Agricultural Center. And I will be speaking every day, and some of my topics include for specifically small farms, rabbit production and chicken production, how to house both of those species, and also talking about growing lettuce and answering questions about just general home gardening and vegetable production. The next thing I have is last spring I had started a All About Goats webinar series because I was constantly getting questions about backyard raising of goats. Some people were even in a commercial setting or wanted to go farther and try to get into a commercial setting, and they just had a lot of questions, and there's not as much out there about goats as there are about cattle and other species. So I started this webinar with some help from the state small ruminant specialist for OSU, and my goal was to get 100 registered people to sign up, join the webinar, and we had over 600 for the spring series. So we decided to do a part 2. We're going to do a fall series for the webinar. In the spring we did 6 topics. We had such an overabundance of topic suggestions that we are actually doing 7 this go around. I am teaching a number of them. Other educators, state specialists, ruminant specialists, people in the goat world are teaching some of the other ones. That registration is open now, and you can get on our Facebook page or our website to get the link and sign up for that. But I'm very excited. I'm hoping to beat my 600 number for people who are registered. And then the last thing is on October 26th, which is the last farmer's market. They do a Halloween celebration. I will be doing my 2nd annual Bat Week celebration. A lot more exciting stuff this year, a lot more giveaways and handouts, and I'm very excited about it. So I hope everyone can join us at the farmer's market to learn all about bats. This weekend I am going to a Bat Blitz. It's a big event up in the northeast corner of Ohio. We are netting bats. We are giving educational talks about bats and doing a lot of bat education on the premise of we need to save the bats. There's these diseases. This is what they're helpful for. They can really benefit our economy. They're great pollinators, but people always assume they're just vampires and are scared of them. So we're doing a lot of education with those as well. So I'm excited for that.
Well, if you need somebody dressed up as Batman.
That's right. I'm sure there's a guy in town with a Batman outfit. He'd probably be happy to do it.
No, thank you.
Great job.
Yeah, outstanding. Very
Thank you.
I appreciate all your work and stuff that you're doing for the county. So, yeah.
You've had some really neat events, and it's nice to get the community engaged. I mean, you're really aggressive when it comes to getting this stuff out, so appreciate the hard work.
Thank you.
Yes, it's great. Last but not least, Katie.
All right, so today I'm here just to kind of give post-fair update. So we're about a month out from the conclusion of our fair, and I've got a report that has some very rough numbers. Okay, but so there's one for each of you for that, and then yeah, so as you kind of go through that, the first couple pages is just like informational things, but then it'll give actual numbers, like hard numbers, as far as like our enrollment for this year, because that was back in March, so we obviously know that. And we had 960 some youth enrolled, and one page gives adult volunteers, 140 adult volunteers. And then the one page gives junior fair numbers, and that's again, rough. Those are rough numbers as far as how much our sale brought in. There, it's highlighted in red. how many buyers we had at our sale, also highlighted in red. And then at the bottom of that, as far as our still or miscellaneous projects, we have a lot of those as well, and we're really excited this year that we had 19 outstanding of the days at the Ohio State Fair, which means they got in the top 20% in that project out of the entire state. And then we got 5 clock trophies, which is the best from the whole state. Like, the clock trophy is the highest honor that they can get. So we did, our youth did amazing with their project work this year, and it shows with even at the next level with the state fair. So we're really excited about all of that. So again, that's just some rough etched in numbers for that. And then the other thing that I just wanted to share is this Sunday, we would love if any of our commissioners could attend, is our annual Grade A celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And it will be at Sentinel this Sunday, the 25th. Registration begins at 4, and the program begins at 5. And this program is solely to recognize all the hard work of our youth, but we also recognize our volunteers as well. We have a catered meal that is free for all of our junior fair exhibitors and volunteers. And we'll have entertainment and give out some awards, door prizes, all sorts of fun things to make it a really nice evening. So would love for anyone to attend if you're able for that. And this year we're excited that we have around 200 people registered to come, and so we're up a little bit in that regard, and I'm excited to have and celebrate a nice evening this Sunday.
Yeah, then some of these, the Kiwanis do a great job.
Yes, thank you.
Kiwanis pays for everything, all the meals. And doesn't Fostoria come over?
Sometimes Fostoria helps with us too, but they're not this year, yeah.
Okay, so you're part of that, right?
Sure.
I see you there all the time. Yeah.
Shirley's a big help.
So Shirley, the Kiwanis Club, this is one of their projects?
Yes.
And they basically feed 200 people, pay for it?
Yes. We do fundraising to support it. But yes, it's a project of the Kiwanis Club of Tiffin. And we're actually the only, I don't know if it's changed, but there are only 2 counties in the state of Ohio that have this.
Yep, us and Huron County are the only 2 that do something like this.
Well, it's a great cause, and I never knew you did this until I went here. Yeah, they do a nice job.
Yeah.
Which adds to the whole experience for the kids and the families.
Yes.
So nice job, Katie. How many years have you been in your position?
About 8.5.
So Presley, you'll never catch her, but you just keep Thank you.
No, that's fantastic. So, yeah, I do want to have, I got a comment I got to follow up with a little bit. So, one of the things, and it's kind of, so my kids, we show them Sandusky County Fair, always done, because we're so close to Carolina and Clyde Schools and stuff. So Sandusky County Fair is going on right now. So, one of the things that's been a little frustrating is, I think, I guess we'll throw out a shout out to our Advertiser Tribune, is that they do a great job covering the fair, Seneca County Fair, Attica Fair. The News Messenger, I still get that paper yet, has done 0. You don't even know there's a county fair going on. There's not been any releases of the kids' project, what they're doing, or anything like that. And actually, Jeremy and I had a conversation the other day about that. But on the other side of this, it's amazing being down there down there most of the time, how the Advertiser is in the Sandusky County. People come up and say, hey, we see you guys in the paper doing stuff with it. So we're fortunate here in the county because, I mean, you can't open up, during a fair, every day there's something in there, what's going on at Seneca County Fair, from 4-H projects to events and stuff on that. So that's on, I guess, a bandwagon. I'm a little frustrated with that and stuff on it. So we actually, I said something to Sherry, there's some kids that show from Seneca County, she's gonna go down tomorrow and kind of interview them and hopefully get it in the paper, at least, for kids that live in Seneca that show us Dusty County and stuff on that, just to get a little something out for the kids. I mean, that's kind of, kids would.
I like that, it's good.
Yeah, so that's what, and they're excited because I gave a few names of kids in there, and their parents came out and said, well, thank you that, it's kind of a highlight for kids to see their name in the paper, see something like that. So thank you for taking the lead on that and throw a few kids out there that do live in Seneca but show in Dusty County. That is one of the good opportunities you have in the county, kind of wherever your comfort level is, you can go across county lines and stuff on that. But it's a great collaborative effort. I mean, anytime the kids are in 4-H, I mean, I've talked to Judge Meyer, he says if he could sentence every kid to 4-H, he would, just to try to get them into, projects and stuff with that, it's important for them to, follow through and stuff on that. So, but that's a great opportunity with that. And also, and I'm not shying at Master Gardener, you guys do a great job, but it's all, it starts at 4-H and kind of goes on. So, but that's.
Yeah, my 8-year-old grandson over in Sandusky County was talking about Robert's Rules of Order, which I need help on here. He wrote this bio on his peg and what he found, it's just at 8. I mean, I've really grown to appreciate 4-H and everything you guys do. It's really cool. I agree. Yeah. Anything else from you, Commissioner?
Just thanks to everybody for their hard work, and Master Gardeners, just thanks for beautifying the county and our community, and thanks for all your volunteerism.
Good. Fisher report.
No report this time. I've been on vacation last few days.
Thank you. Back to work. You good?
Yep, no report this time.
I get my report on my grandstand.
That's very good.
So that's.
Yeah, it takes a special term to get grandkids in there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah. Well, as with anything, they always say grandkids, it's fun to have them first rather than your own kids, right? But, yeah.
That's great. Just a few things. We had a joint EMS meeting, and our Director Chief, nice report. That was a really nice report that she gave. We're tracking our runs and our billings and really doing. It was awesome. Then we had another meeting to talk about our buildings and our open house. The Chief's involved with that. It'll be on the 14th. I think at some point, maybe the end of the year, we'll have you come in and give us a year-end summary kind of scenario. Not sure exactly when it is. We're looking at maybe a couple-page annual report, which you're collecting. I think it's really good. So good job there. Thank you. As well as it's there. That's all you go. You're good. So it's great. You're up.
For my report, I only have a couple of things. I do have sales tax that we've collected in August. This would go back to approximately June. We collected $976,816.27. This is down 3% from the previous month and almost 4% from the previous year. We have collected, so year to date, 63.69%. We should be at 66.67%. So we're really watching the sales tax, and be aware that come October, that will be when the tax-free week, 10 days occurred. So that sales tax may be lower, and I'm not exactly sure how the state is still going to calculate, because they have put it in the budget that they will calculate for that missing revenue. We have no idea how the state's going to do that.
Okay, well that's good. So we, the report's not good. We're a couple points behind, so we were hoping to close the gap these last couple of months.
Yeah.
At worst, be flat, but then it's worse than that, we're down a little bit.
Well, and I can tell you last year, we collected just under 2% less of what was actually budgeted for revenue last year. So I think with budgets being just turned in on Monday, they were due on Monday, Budget Commission is gonna be close to where we certified last year, so, especially with the sales tax revenue where it is. I mean, real estate revenue has come in higher because of the new appraisals. But I don't think it closes enough of the gap to cover the sales tax that we're losing. And I don't know.
What's the final meeting date? Is it September or October?
Budget Commission will certify revenue either the last meeting of September or the first meeting of October. So I would say probably that.
September numbers?
Yes, we should have September numbers before Budget Commission certifies revenue to start working on 25 budget.
Okay.
So that's going to be it's going to be tight, I think, because we don't have the ARPA money anymore. That has to be expended or in contract by the end of the year. And that is dwindled down quite a bit. So there's very few resources there. So we're just going to have to tighten the straps.
So in other words, our fourth EMS building, probably just putting a tent up for on that?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't.
Camper?
It's really late, Chris.
I don't know. We might have to.
Right now with the cot.
We have to be permanent camping at this point. We'll get there. We'll get there. We did promise
That's
that.
what really helps us with that.
Oh, definitely, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, so we've got a building in Bethel, we've got a grant renovated, and that's that fourth building.
Yeah, and I did get
buy
the
some
signed.
time.
I did get the signed contract for commencement on that contract. I got it yesterday.
Good.
So
Scott's happy.
we're moving forward with that. I've got to make a couple of arrangements for IT, security, phones, radios. So we have to make an appointment to go out there and get all that established for that building as well.
So the village owns it, John, you know, Bethel owns the building. We're just renovating it. And then we'll be in there, but we'll probably call you if something goes bad, I don't know.
I haven't been over there.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to see yet, but.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's good.
The other thing I have is Soil Conservation District 75th anniversary is next Thursday from 11 to 2. They are celebrating 75 years of conservation. So I guess I'm going to try to go out after our board meeting next week to get that. And then Job and Family Services is doing an Employee Appreciation Day luncheon on September the 12th. That starts at noon. I have already.
It's on the calendar.
They are. I believe they're both on the calendar. I have already RSVP'd for myself to go to that. So if any of you want to attend that, let me know, and we'll make sure that RSVP gets taken care of. It's Thursday.
Right.
They're both Thursdays. So. And then the other thing I have on September 13th, Corsa, which is our insurance, property and casualty insurance, they will be holding their annual meeting September the 13th in Columbus. So I will be attending that just so that I can get those updates for us and come back with the information.
So public knows, commissioners have designated you as our spokesperson for our course. You're our Corsa rep of the county commissioners for our property insurance.
Yep.
So Barbara will go down. John, are you formally part of the Palmer? Are you part of that? You go down once in a while
I go down
on your own.
usually yearly.
It's not a voting
I'm
thing.
not formal.
You go down just to keep informed. Yeah, that's our energy. What do we call that? Consortium.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. I will not be here next Thursday. Cleveland Clinic appointment. Can't change those. Everybody understands that. It will be 2025 if I try to move that, so.
Nope, gotta keep that going.
Gotta keep it, yeah. So, that's what we say. Any old business? Sub-apps?
Just a few. The general fund for administration fees of $7,677.28. This is for second half real estate settlement fees. Again, we budget for a certain dollar amount, and sometimes we collect more than we anticipate collecting. DTAC treasurer's fund, salaries of $12,000. This was to cover the remainder of the year. They had a payout for an employee who left. The DTAG fund treasurer, other expense, $8,058.99. This is to make payment to the land bank off of real estate settlement. Wolf Creek Ditch Project Fund, other expense, $208.55. Second half, real estate settlement fees. The federal year 20 COSAP fund, other expense in the amount of $51,810.16. This is to repay an excess drawdown on the grant. They're requesting that money back because we've collected too much money. We will eventually get it back. I think it's just they're trying to balance and it didn't balance, so they're asking for that money back. The BJA grant fund, contract services, $17,232.22. This is for pivot services. And the ambulance service fund, other expense, $5,754.56. This is for billing refunds. So basically what's happened is insurance is probably paid and then maybe the patient has paid as well, or there was a car accident and 2 insurance companies paid, so we pay back, we refund the second payment, form of payment for that.
So move. Second.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Preicher?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
I have a few resolutions. Resolution setting the date and time for viewing and public hearing for the vacation of an alley located in Big Springs Township.
So move. Second.
This will take place, the viewing will be on September the 11th at 9 a.m., which is a Wednesday. And then the hearing will take place on September the 12th at 10:05 a.m. here at the Commissioner's office. So we're not trying to get out there and come back before our board meeting, so.
You have that on the calendar.
I believe it is on the calendar,
Take
yes.
the car drive out.
Yep.
Just wanna do that. We'll meet here. What time do we have to get it?
9 a.m.
So we leave at 8:30.
Yeah, and it is, I will tell you, it's in Adrian, or
She knows that you live there, so we need to
Over
go
that
there.
way. We probably need to go about 8:30 or so to get out there by 9. It's a little bit of a drive.
You follow EMS vehicle out there.
You never know.
Come on, chief.
Okay, that's good.
Sounds good.
We have a first and a second roll call. Commissioner Preicher?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. I guess I've just seen you so many times lately.
What are you trying to say?
I don't even know. We're good talking about it, yeah. Okay.
Resolution approving the subordination agreement, request from Leanne Wedge, to put a second to a mortgage with Key Bank National Association.
So move. Second.
Okay. Good. Roll call.
Commissioner Preicher?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution allocating the One Ohio opioid settlement money.
So move.
Second that. Any discussion? 2/3, 1/3?
2/3 of the payment of $157,879.93. 2/3 will go to the Pivot program in the amount of $105,253.29. And 1/3 will be allocated to the Seneca County EMS in the amount of $52,626.64. While all previous monies received of $168,028.70 will be allocated also to Seneca County EMS. And then all future payments will be allocated 2/3 to Pivot and 1/3 to EMS.
Nice. Roll call?
Commissioner Preicher?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the operative IQ licensing and customer rebate agreement between Boundtree Medical LLC and Seneca County EMS.
Move for passage.
Second.
Discussion?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. They're done.
Resolution setting time and date to accept sealed bids to lease farmland situated on Section 35, Township of Hopewell, County of Seneca, State of Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
This is for the 63.75 plus or minus acres for farm rental. And it'll be a 3-year lease agreement instead of, I think it was 5 before. So we trying to get them all on the same schedule is what I'm trying to do, so that we can maybe bid all of the property at one time.
We have first,
Yep.
second, roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing payment of late fees on an aqua account for the engineer's office. $9.10.
So moved.
We don't even want to talk about it.
They've tried to remove them. Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Is there a process? I mean, are we getting a kind of crowd now?
I think we're gonna get crowd. I think we've gotten to that
That's good.
point.
That's a good question.
I think we've kind of hit that where we won't see these anymore. Resolution authorizing contract with Children's Rights Collaborative of Northwest Ohio on behalf of Seneca County Job and Family Services.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing contract with D&D Rides LLC on behalf of the Seneca County Job and Family Services.
So moved. Just kind of,
I'm sorry, who's second? Tony, okay, sorry. This, I believe, is for transportation services. I believe it has to, I didn't really read through this too well.
maybe a little bit more enhanced. I know there's been some situations that
Yeah, I
they
think,
only do so
I
much.
think you
but
can only do so much, but I think this is to provide additional
they can kind of
services.
go, yeah, that's right.
So,
Okay, good.
sorry.
Nope, that's right.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
That is all I have.
That's vetted, that's Kathy, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Just
everybody,
More.
I probably got a couple calls, yeah.
Yeah.
They got help enhance.
Yeah, we're trying to help with transportation services.
That's what I was, or calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. That was good. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I have.
Okay, from you, Commissioner? Commissioner?
Nope.
Time for public comment. Anybody want to say anything? John, you good?
I do have a few
John
things.
Spar?
Yes, we got some training coming up. Next Tuesday, I sent an email out inviting the commissioners to the pipeline training on ethane, specific training on the ethane product that's moved through the county through one of the pipelines. It's at 6 p.m. Dinner is provided by the pipeline. It'll be held at the Public Safety Building. It's free. I encourage everybody to come out. Following that, we have 2 trainings put on by LEPC, paid for by the Hazardous Materials Emergency Program grants in September. The first one is Hazmat Officer, Safety Officer Training. That is on the 7th and 8th, September 7th and 8th. And then September 23rd through 27th is the 40-hour technician class for hazardous material to help get our firefighters up to technician level in case we ever had a serious hazmat spill. Those trainings are out of order because you have to have your technician certification before you have your safety officer certification. But that's the only way it could be scheduled this year. So, LEPC through HMEP, maybe, will be offering all 4 of the classes next year spaced out in order so that a firefighter, especially a volunteer firefighter, can take those classes and end out the year with a technician level certification. So there's awareness, operations, technician, and hazmat safety officer. They all go in order. You gotta have one before you have the other. So LEPC is going to plan to put those on through bad day training every couple of months next year so that we can get as many people trained as possible. It is free training for the firefighters. Nobody has to pay for anything to take that training. One of the issues with the 40-hour technician class is that it's 40 hours, and I can't ask volunteers to take a week off of work to come in and take class from 8 to 4. So next year we're going to work on getting those over a couple of weekends or maybe in the evenings to make it much more flexible for our volunteers. This year it's during the day because it was specifically requested by Tiffin Fire and Fostoria Fire, full-time departments who can send their people for a 40-hour class. The Homeland Security grant opened up last Thursday. I've sent that out to all of our partners, including Renee Smith over in Fostoria, so that we can walk through the guidance and figure out what's available. But some of the projects that are on for EMA is to replace the generators at our communications towers, which are 20 years old and are very hard to find parts for. Also I'm looking into purchasing a siren for Thompson Township to be put out at Flat Rock. I have to talk to the Thompson Township trustees to see what they're willing to put into that. EMA and the Homeland Security grant will purchase the actual siren, but the grant does not cover installation. So we'd have to partner up, and I need to see if Thompson Township or anyone else can help cover that cost. And we can get that one corner of the county which doesn't have. It was part of the original siren project, but the money ran out before they completed it. And then they stopped funding it when they went to a regional Homeland Security grant program, but now it's back in the hands of the county, and we can make the decision on what we want to request funding for. So that's part of this, and that initial grant application will go in by September 20th. I'm also talking to some of the other areas like the health department. I'm sitting down with the health department this afternoon to see if there's any projects they have that could fall underneath the Homeland Security grant program as well. This is an annual program. We should see it again next year and the following year, so we'll have an opportunity to look at future projects for emergency preparedness.
What we want in the health department, so Chief, you also know the health department.
Yes.
Right, so this is good, and I think the public should know this. So there's Board of Health, and they've reached out to the county, and they're trying to partner and improve their outreach as well, right?
Well, we're trying to do a couple things. Is not only, for example, CPR, they're doing CPR classes, but they only have so much equipment. But we also have equipment, so we're going to do a share. And then if we vice versa, and then we're all, both groups are trying to go out to the public and offer.
Yeah, they want to do healthcare, reach out.
CPR, things like
John,
that.
what you're doing, I think is great, because is this the first that you met with them?
No, I've been working with them over the last couple of years with Harold Huffman and the director, or the commissioner, health commissioner. I've been working on little things that we can do together, and this is just one of the big projects, so I'm going to find out.
Good to hear.
We've had a couple of meetings on what we can do to help them get the things they need and vice versa.
Chris, on your chief hat for Clinton Township, you guys had training out there, Clinton Safety. How was that?
Yeah, we had, there's a program that was sponsored by Nationwide, that you can get grant money or purchase it through donations, grain tubes. In Seneca County, there are quite a few. There are probably, we think, 6 grain tubes, grain rescue tubes. So if someone goes in, the silo, starts sinking in the corn, we can get in there with this tube and put it around the victim and try to get them out. So our project was through Nationwide, and we ended up going through getting donations. We needed, I think, 6,500 or 7,000. We ended up getting 8,000. Got the grain tube, and the tube includes training. And the exciting thing about that that, we offered the training with our tube out to the county fire departments, and we ended up with 8 departments had membership show up. So it's kind of, and it's an interesting thing when you get in corn and you're stuck, and then someone else hops in and the pressure changes in there with them. And it was really interesting and very good training. That was brought by Nationwide, has basically a silo mock-up, and they travel all over the nation. These people, when you get the tube, you get the training too. So it's 4 hours of training. So it was very good. So right now in the county, Tiffin has a tube. We have a tube, I think.
Green Springs does.
Green Springs does. I think Republic does. The interesting thing is when you get toned out for that rescue, I don't want to, as a chief, have to think, okay, who's got a tube? I know I got one in my department, where it's at, and how it's going to get there. So that's it was a good project.
They're kind of interchangeable, like if you need them, if you kind of put them together, if you need to do something.
Now, that's what we did discover the other night, that a couple of the tubes have a different system.
Okay.
So,
they're kind of, that's tough, Because our young farmers, actually the first one in the area, we donated one to Lifeline, and actually Joe Kelby designed and made it there kind of more cumbersome than the newer ones are and stuff on that, but that was the first one in a long time. First one in a long time, and for the multi-county, that there was a Lifeline case they had at that time, but now they're, a little more, as you look around the county, there's more and more farm grain bins going up than, used to have the co-ops and, they have seed grain. Well, we as farmers, we're invincible, we do, you're not invincible, so, it's a great investment for, local fire departments, and actually, Green Springs just reached out, I think you're going to come out to sometime and do one at our farm, just to kind of, for their guys on that, that didn't make it to your training and stuff on that, just give them insight on that, so.
And the interesting thing too is the grain rescue is not a half hour, 45 minutes, like 5-6 hours to get it done, if they're waiting. So.
Yeah, well, just to wrap up on, John talked about paid training, so this is something we're working really hard on. So if you work for the City of Tiffin or Westbury Fire during the day, or Seneca County EMS during the day, you can go to training. But if you're a volunteer for Seneca County EMS or a volunteer firefighter that works during the day,
You have to, in your busy life, we are so blessed and grateful that you volunteer your time to help make our county safe and better. But yet, you need to be trained, and sometimes it's required. You have minimum requirements. So we're always trying to figure out how we can make their lives easier. And it's a lot of work, and sometimes it costs a little bit more to get it done. They have multiple
sessions, but I like the flexibility I've seen develop over the last couple of years to try to accommodate these people so that he's staying active. And then the governor just had a big initiative where we're trying to get more firefighters in EMS, and Sentinel will be starting a program, but all these people need to find time to train. Go ahead. Yeah,
with one of the new things that came out with the state in EMS is they've approved for a basic, we're not all ambulance drivers. So we have EMTs, advanced EMTs, paramedics the highest level, can administer drugs, narcotics, things like that. The state did just come out with a new protocol where EMTs will be allowed to administer epinephrine, which is a drug we use for like bee stings, anaphylactic shock, any allergic reaction. So last night we had our first training on that with the EMTs, teaching them how to administer epinephrine if they have to. So that's so yesterday was the kickoff of our the rest of our
See, all
yearly
these
training.
kind of things, yeah, we're able to, we're set up to train and capitalize on it. It's awesome. Yeah, thanks, didn't know that. Yeah. Anybody else? Public want to say anything? We good? So we'll meet next Thursday. Anything else? Good. Okay, Weston and